Adu has done such a great job just moving his feet and staying in front of Toppin, making Toppin shoot over the top.
Richmond, great pass to Davis. Richmond, the freshman, pulls it off. Anderson, and Davis comes up on him. Screen by Toppin. 3 by Anderson. Good! In the corner goes to Overton. He'll dance and bump and spin into Davis. And feed to Williams, who finds 2 inside.
Your defensive possession isn't over until you have the ball.
Williams has it. Into Brazil. Got it to drop. And Hawkins. In the corner at 3. Good! What a shot by Anderson! 10-0 run! Orchestrating, driving, lot of defense. Look at him collapse. Knocked away, got it. Shot clock at 4. Adu, corner, knocks, 3. Good! What a shot!
He makes a really good decision and knocks with another three-pointer.
Williams, Anderson, screen, Toppin, 3. Yes! Holy smokes! Back and forth in a great shootout. Working on Overton. Davis, spin, lean, knocked away. Toppin swats it away. Davis hits the deck. Final 15 seconds. Anderson sets. Williams to tie at 3. Yeah!
Knox didn't get that far off him, Stan.
No, well, but he got far enough. At this point in the game, you've got to get all the way up. He didn't. And Williams got enough space to shot. I know he hasn't been making shots tonight, but the only thing that beats you right there or hurts you is a 3. Knox needed to sell out and get right into it.
Wagner will drive and lean and fire. No, tip in, no. Overtime in San Francisco.
The key, though, I thought a guy who had a tremendous impact on this game was Federico. He came in the game and got offensive rebounds, and that really started the comeback. 22 offensive rebounds in the game for Texas Tech.
And he had 7 of them in only 13 minutes.
Arkansas led this game 69-56 with 4:20 to go. Here comes Anderson around the screen and gets it inside. Toppin. Rebound collected by Brazil. Oh, a goaltend. Count the 2.
And they're going to go look at it.
And they will review.
Drives the ball to the basket. It's up there. It's above the rim, and it hit the backboard.
Did it hit the backboard before
I think it did.
He blocked it?
Off the glass.
Or did he take it to the board?
Well, okay. That's a good question.
Play to overturn. The goaltending call has been confirmed. Yep, and what Joe Lindsay's saying, confirmed, and it's off the glass. Even though it's below the rim, the ball still has an opportunity to go in because it's rising off the glass. In college basketball, that is goaltending. Really good job. Great camera, too, fellas.
It was by Craig Silver and Andy Friedman, a 2-point lead, Texas Tech, which matches their biggest lead tonight very early in the game.
I was going to say, it's been a long time since Arkansas has been ahead.
It's Davis with a 30-point night. DJ Wagner will position. Brazil's on the wing. Williams will pick him up. What a play. Wow. Slicing down that baseline.
Trevin Brazil has really come on late in the year, showing a lot more offensive skill.
Well, he came, instead of being off the bench, he got in the starting lineup when Theo got hurt, and he's made the most of his opportunities.
Anderson with a mismatch here, and they go down low. It's Toppin. They swing it around well. Overton throws it away. A turnover for the Red Raiders, and Arkansas will take it with under 4 to go in overtime.
Look at Brazil's drive here.
Yep.
Against a pretty good defender and a strong guy inside.
Yeah, but he got himself off balance. He's trying to challenge that three-point shot, and Brazil can shoot it. But I think in that situation, you get in front of him, and you force him to shoot that three.
Davis on the move into Hawkins. Driving here is Davis up and down. Oh, they'll be talking about that for a while. Toppin picks up the foul.
What Davis draws the defense and gets it to Knox, and Knox has had one heck of a game. That's just strength in there.
It is, and he really has, other than the 1-3, hasn't been involved a lot offensively, but he was ready when it came.
Knox can't get it, though.
And he's so strong.
And now Arkansas with the 2-point lead. And Williams with the ball. Knox will pick him up. 3.5 to go. A spin by Williams. And a rebound pulled off the glass.
And that's the strength of Knox right there.
Absolutely. And I mean, that's the switch that Grant McCaslin wanted and gave Williams a chance to go one-on-one down there against a little bit smaller guy. But you're right, Knox stood up to the challenge.
Davis inside. Defended on the play by Overton.
Adu had position inside with Toppin on his back. The ball needed to go to him.
Wide open three, Hawkins. Finally it falls. 1 of 7 from 3, but it couldn't have come at a better time.
That's his first field goal of the game.
Darrion Williams with a great pass.
Adu on top. Knox has got it. Makes a move, bumping into Anderson. Swatted away that time inside by Toppin with the foul. It'll go on Anderson, number 4 for the Red Raiders.
Well, here's Darrion Williams coming down the floor. Really a point forward type of guy, and just finds Hawkins wide open.
You know, Arkansas a couple of times in this game has not been able to get organized going back on defense. They just lost Hawkins. Now, of course, Hawkins has shot the ball very poorly, but you give that guy that much time and space.
2 or 3 at the line for Knox.
He's an 80% free throw shooter, and when he drops that shoulder, this is an explosive, strong guy. People just bouncing off of him.
You've had 4 ties and 6 lead changes. As Texas Tech has come back from a 16-point deficit to tie it and send it to overtime, and now Arkansas is up by 1 with John Calipari's wife Ellen watching. Hawkins will take it the other way. Williams at the big shot.
Here.
Yep.
They're going to try to get Williams on a mismatch.
Works into the defense inside of Davis. Williams trying to get it. A lot of traffic, a lot of shoving and pushing. And a foul.
But what you've seen there, they can't secure the ball after the first block.
Well, Grant McCaslin getting him what he wants, the switch, to allow him to back in. But Adu comes to help.
And Davis picks up his 4th foul.
Well, and Adu blocks the shot, but then Arkansas can't control the rebound.
It's Williams at the line. 2:23 in OT.
His first free throws of the night. He's an 84% free throw shooter.
1,000-point score. Played at Nevada as a freshman. Red Raiders finish in 2nd place in the Big 12 in the regular season. They had 8 road wins in the rugged Big 12 in conference play, and they ride that success into this tournament, beating Drake in the 2nd round and North Carolina Wilmington in the 1st round. It's a 1-point Texas Tech lead. DJ Wagner. Brazil, Wagner, and Trevin Brazil. Davis has got it. Adu, screen, Davis will make a move on that baseline, knocked away. Williams, great defense by the Red Raiders, and taken by Hawkins. Under 2 to go. Hawkins with Davis all over him.
That was Williams who blocked that shot.
Toppin will move. Adu defending, up and down. It's a 3-point lead for Texas Tech.
And with the right hand, his first bucket of the night was with the right hand, but he hasn't been able to do that again tonight. Until then, he comes back to that left shoulder and knocks it in, but it started right here. Darrion Williams, and now Toppin back to that left shoulder and the right hand. 3-point Tech lead.
Duke has won. Florida has won here tonight. The number 1 seeds winning. Who will play the Gators in San Francisco here in the Elite Eight? That's the question. Overtime and 1:34 to go.
Arkansas has played from ahead the entire night. And now, with 1 minute and 34 seconds left, they're down 3, which is their biggest deficit of the evening. Really important for them to see how they can play now.
Well, look, they uncharacteristically made 7 threes in the first half.
Yes.
7 for 14. They've made 2 in the last 23 and a half minutes.
And I thought down the stretch, they settled for a couple of threes. But again, that's why averages are averages. You know, they came back. They came back to earth.
The regression to the mean, Dan. That's about all I know about statistics.
You're a kinesiology guy.
Davis comes off a screen. This could tie it from Brazil.
And over the last 8 games, he's been their best 3-point shooter.
He has, and he went from shooting 1 3 a game in the first 25 games to over 4 threes a game in the last 8 games.
Hawkins, Toppin, up and down.
Well, he was quiet for a long time, but the All-American's coming alive.
With the game on the line.
He's got 20. Under a minute to go in overtime. Davis off a screen, meets the defense right there of Overton. And back on top, Wagner will control it, orchestrating with Brazil, who sets a screen. Shot clock at 7. Williams defends. Wagner slices. Got it! What a shot to tie! Holy Toledo!
All right, 4.8 difference between shot clock and game clock. I think Texas Tech runs this down, Dan.
Difference of 5 seconds, game clock and shot clock.
Yeah, they're going to hold this thing and probably go with about 8 on the shot clock.
Hawkins with it and Wagner defending. And now it's Darrion Williams.
And this is who you want.
Knox will pick him up. Williams corkscrews up, off, and down! It's a 2-point lead. Final seconds. Wagner with it. Driving on Hawkins. Firing off. Texas Tech has won. The Red Raiders have won in the second largest comeback ever in the Sweet 16.
Well, this is Watson isolated. That's their go-to late in the game. Give Williams, the ball and let him go to work, and he scores. And then you've got your best defender on Hawkins late. Here it is again. Look at Williams. Drop steps back to that left shoulder, uses that strength, and gets it in the bucket.
Well, and Hawkins again, as he did at the end of regulation, does a great job just moving his feet and preventing Wagner from getting to the goal.
Wow. It'll be Texas Tech and the Florida Gators in the Elite Eight for a chance to go to the Final Four. Let's go to Lauren.
Coach, congratulations. Down 16, now to the Elite Eight. How?
Well, you should talk to these guys, honestly. They'll tell you, we honestly believed the entire time we were going to win the game.
I mean, Darrion, you told me at the half, when things aren't going well, you adjust. That's just not a basketball thing. That's a life thing. How'd you adjust?
Just taking it to the basket. I feel like my threes weren't falling, so I just tried to get to the basket. Coach told me stay aggressive. Nobody was mad. I was missing shots, so my teammates kept cheering me on, and I mean, it worked out in the end.
I mean, Coach always says the toughest team wins. Did they?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to fight to the end. It don't matter the score. We could be down 20. We're going to keep fighting, man. Shit, that's a good dub. Excuse my language, my bad.
That's okay. I watched you yesterday at practice. Every single member of this team shook all of our broadcasters' hands. What does Coach tell you about life and about basketball? What does he teach you, Darrion?
Just be a good person. Like, at the end of the day, basketball is going to end at some point. Coach is good at just teaching us life lessons within basketball, and I think just being a good person is the main thing, and that's a big thing me and him talked about when he was recruiting new players, is making sure he got great people, and I think we got that.
Elite Eight, enjoy it.
Thank you.
Kevin.
They're going to the Elite Eight for the first time in 6 years. And back in 2019, they made the Final Four. Now they'll take on the #1 seed Florida Gators Saturday for a chance to go to San Antonio and watch it again. That put him up. Williams got it to go. He had the 3 to send it to OT, and he puts that twirling shot in for the 2. And a disappointed John Calipari, whose team led by 16 at one time and looked to be sauntering their way into the Elite Eight. But Texas Tech did not stop.
No, they didn't. And look, we always say it's a 40-minute game.
Yes.
It sounds cliche, but tonight it was a 45-minute game.
They'll be talking about this one for a long time.